Imagine living in a state where a silent, sneaky illness is on the rise, potentially affecting thousands without them even realizing it. That's exactly what's happening in California right now with valley fever, a disease caused by inhaling fungal spores found in soil. And here's the kicker. Experts are warning that this year could see record-high cases, thanks to some alarming environmental trends. A team of researchers at UC Berkeley recently sounded the alarm about how climate patterns are fueling this surge. Their study points out that longer and drier summers, increasingly common due to climate change, are extending the window during which valley fever can spread. This means more people are at risk for longer periods than ever before. To combat this growing threat, they're urging action, raising awareness among those most vulnerable, and ensuring doctors are equipped to diagnose the illness promptly when infections spike. But here's where it gets controversial, or perhaps just deeply concerning. Another layer to this problem comes from research published by the National Institutes of Health. It highlights how dust storms, intensified by our warming planet, play a role in spreading these harmful fungal spores far and wide. These storms act like invisible highways, carrying spores over vast distances and exposing unsuspecting communities to infection risks. And let's not forget human activity. Construction projects in areas prone to harboring these fungi may also be stirring up trouble, literally kicking up dust that carries the pathogen into the air we breathe. Despite its increasing prevalence, valley fever remains underdiagnosed, an issue flagged by none other than the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. Thousands of cases go unreported every year, leaving many sufferers undiagnosed and untreated. Early detection saves lives, says Dr. Erica Pan, director of California's Department of Public Health, CDPH, and the state's public health officer. In a recent statement, she emphasized the importance of vigilance, not just for Californians, but also for travelers visiting the region and their healthcare providers. Recognizing symptoms early could mean quicker treatment and better outcomes. So who needs to pay attention? If you spent time outdoors in regions like California's Central Valley or Central Coast, especially if you were exposed to dusty conditions, listen up. The CDPH advises anyone experiencing persistent symptoms like coughing, fever, or difficulty breathing lasting 7 days or more to consult a doctor immediately. Early intervention can make all the difference. Residents aren't left defenseless, though. Simple precautions can go a long way toward protecting yourself. For instance, keep windows and doors shut tightly during windy days when dust fills the air. And if you're driving through dusty areas, keep those car windows rolled up to avoid inhaling contaminated particles. While these steps might seem small, they can significantly reduce your chances of exposure. And this is the part most people miss. Valley fever isn't just a local concern. It's a wake-up call about how interconnected our health is with the environment. Climate change, land use, and urban development are reshaping the ways diseases spread. And valley fever is a stark example of that reality. Now here's something to think about. Should governments do more to regulate activities like construction in high-risk zones? Or should individuals bear greater responsibility for protecting themselves against environmental hazards? Where do you stand on balancing economic growth with public health concerns? Join the conversation in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts.